This. Ready?
Hello everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the factors that affect the supply of a good or service. We are also looking at real world examples to see how these factors can cause either a movement along the supply curve or a shift of the entire curve. First, what is supply? Supply is the quantity of good or service that producers are both willing and able to offer for a sale at different prices during a specific period of time. The supply curve usually slopes upwards, showing that prices increase as supply are willing to produce and sell more. Several key factors that influence supply are: the first is price of the good itself. This determines how much producers want to sell, which causes movement along the supply curve. The second is the cost of production. If wages, raw material, and energy costs rise, production becomes more expensive and supply decreases. Third, technology plays a huge role. Advances in technology can lower costs and allow producers to supply more at every price. Fourth, the government policies like taxes, subsidies, or regulations can either discourage or encourage production. Fifth, expectations of future prices matter. If producers expect prices to rise, they may hold back supply today. And finally, the number of sellers in the market. When more firms enter, the supply increases. When firms exit, supply decreases. Now we're going to decipher between a movement along the supply curve and a movement of the entire curve. A movement along the supply curve occurs when the price of the good itself changes, leading to producers to supply more or less. A shift of the supply curve happens when other factors such as production costs, technology, or policies change the entire producers and can supply at every price. Now let's talk more globally. Let's talk about global oil market as an example. If the price of oil rises sharply, producers increase the quantity they supply. This is a movement along the supply curve. They're responding to a higher price. But imagine a new drilling technology is developed that makes its oil extraction much cheaper. This lowers production costs, so suppliers can provide more oil at every price level. In this case, the supply curve shifts to the right. Here are some key takeaways. A change in the price of the good itself causes movement along the supply curve, while changes in cost, technology, government policies, expectations, or the number of sellers cause the entire supply curve to shift. Understanding these differences help us see why supply responds the way it does in real markets. Thank you for listening to my presentation on the factors affecting the supply of a good or service, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.